Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, I'm putting video series videos I do for the wine over. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm over there at the time I'm doing this pretty early in the morning. Breakfast-related things. And so I went to McDonald's on my way home from work. Not gonna lie. But that doesn't have anything to do with this review. Or does it? We'll get to that. But anyway, yes, indeed, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna eat some stuff. I'm gonna talk about it. That's the format of the show. It's not particularly unique or original. I never said it was. I just bring my own flair to it. Whilst I'm bringing my own flair to it, sometimes I wear cool shirts. When I wear cool shirts, I like to highlight the cool shirts. What cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! The sun's kind of fucking it up because it sucks and I hate it, but it's my Battle Arena Toshinden shirt. The fuck is Battle Arena Toshinden? Well, it's a series of video games. I believe the PlayStation 1 version was the original game, but I'm not 100% sure. It also had a Sega Saturn version. I believe it had a PC version. I think they even did like an eventual sort of like an amended version that like added a couple things. It also had a Game Boy game, which is amazingly kind of the best one, because all the other ones are 3D fighters. For the Game Boy game, obviously they weren't going to pull 3D off, so it's a 2D fighter, but it plays really good, even with just the two buttons, and there's actually a lot of good story involved that like isn't involved in the 3D one. So if you have the opportunity to give it a shot, I suggest it. I love the 3D ones anyway. This is from the 3D menu. So my favorite character is... where is he at? Son, Razafrazin. His name's Kyan. He's at the bottom. I like him. He's Scottish. But anyway, or is he... no, maybe he might be Irish. I don't remember. Anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, like I said, I was talking about breakfast stuff. Well, it doesn't have anything to do with McDonald's. It does have to do with breakfast because we're doing boom! We're doing Reese's Big Cup with Reese's Puffs. So, I think everybody in the known universe is aware of Reese's, so I'm not going to explain that. But Reese's has this penchant for impregnating their peanut butter cups with various items. Pretzels, peanut butter minis, potato chips. I did a review of the potato chip one not that long ago. Go look up that one. And now finally they decided, hey, you know that cereal that we've had for 20 plus years now? What if we shove that in there? And there we go. I like Reese's. I'm a big fan of Reese's Puff cereal, even though I don't really eat it anymore. But, growing up, it was definitely my favorite cereal. I'm hopeful. At the very least, this isn't going to be bad. It's chocolate and peanut butter. But how good will it be, folks? That is the thing. The other thing that I always like to bring up, before the Big Cup became fairly standard, it was its own thing. It was you would buy a single Big Cup. Not two Big Cups. No. That's why it was the Big Cup. But then eventually they're like, oh wait, it's America, and the Big Cup just became pretty much the standard go-to. Hooray, America. So, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see how it tastes. These are brand new, too. I freaking went to a gas station. They just happen to have them. The thing I appreciate about it being a new item that just hit stores, this is about as creamy as the peanut butter inside is ever going to be. Because everybody knows, man, Reese's are good, but they've been sitting for a while. Yeah, man, that peanut butter doesn't taste as good once it goes a little bit hard. So here's the thing. You really, the sun's kind of fucking up. You really can't see any, pieces in there. So, But there's a texture. You get an added crunchiness, which I appreciate. It's kind of like if they put nougat, or nougat, or however you want to pronounce it, inside of a Reese's. Like if a Crunch Bar and a Reese's fucked and had a baby. I mean, it's kind of neat, I guess, but it adds a little something, but I don't know if it really adds enough. Because the problem is, of course, it's chocolate and peanut butter cup, and then chocolate and peanut butter cereal. So the flavor isn't going to be augmented too much. It's mostly kind of a texture thing. And it is kind of nice when you get like one of those nice little crunchy cereal bits. I can appreciate that. And I do think it probably tastes a little bit different than a standard big cup. Unaugmented, unmolested, as it were. But there's not a lot to it. I mean, it's good, but it's good less because of the addition of the Reese's Puffs, and more just because, well, it's a Reese's Big Cup, so of course it's going to be good. Yeah. I mean, I like it, but the problem is, I think at this point, they're starting to run low on ideas of shit to shove inside of these things. And it's like, I wasn't huge on the potato chip one, but at the very least, it's interesting. It definitely changes the flavor profile, in a fairly significant way. So I'll give it to it. Pretzel worked well. I actually love the little, the ones with the little Reese's pieces in them, which granted, that one too is mostly texture, but you do still get like the outer shell candy and stuff like that. So it brings a little bit more to it than I feel this does. This is like 95.8% texture, and then 4.2%, taste change at best. It's good, but it's not really all that special. And I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to blow me away, but I didn't think it would, and it hasn't. And that's perfect, metaphor for life. It's just, high expectations, sad realities. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and I guess. For me personally, if I'm going to go over there and get a Reese's Big Cup, and I want something inside of it, either it needs to be wackier than that, or I'll just get one of the established ones. As to whether or not I would recommend it to anybody, I mean, you can give it a shot. Your mileage may vary on it. Maybe you'll like it more than I did. But I wouldn't go out of your way for it. And for me personally, I would say just get one of the other ones. Sorry, Reese's. I love you, but this one, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your fuck. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly Reese's-tastic rest of your life. But I'm talking the OG Reese's. I'm talking, we didn't go over there and stick a bunch of stuff in there and try to, because basically all this stuff, all these things, I appreciate them, they're fun, but this is like the plastic surgery of candy, right? It's like, let's take this old product, maybe doesn't have the same razzle-dazzle at one stage, which first of all, fuck you, Reese's are just a classic, but, let's go over there, let's spruce it up a little bit. It doesn't need sprucing. Again, I like that they, I would have preferred a better spruce, but, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Trust me, I know. I'm over here, I'm, having a reasonably good day, but, it's a Saturday, I gotta work tonight, but then at the same time, tomorrow I have better things to look forward to. But even with, that in mind, life can be very stressful. It can be very distressing at times. It's important when we run into those times take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and you try yourself some Reese's Big Cup with Reese's Puffs, as I've done here in this video today. And maybe like me, you're going to be a little bit, when it comes to them. Then you go over there and you're like, look, Reese's people, because, presumably you know how to get in contact with those people. I just assume that you have these means at your disposal, okay? So, And you go over there and you talk with these folks, you sit them down, you're like, look, this one, but let's think of some other weird shit. Because if we're going to go over there and jam crap into peanut butter and chocolate anyway, let's at least be aware. Let's put Twizzlers in there. Okay, let's put a Snickers inside of a Reese's. Okay, and then once we're going to go full on turducken, okay? We're going to go over there, we're going to take a Butterfinger, put it inside of a Snickers, inside of a Reese's. Okay? It'll be freaking, 5 pounds in weight, and it'll kill you if you eat it all in one sitting, but that will be a death worth dying. That's all I'm saying. Or conversely, maybe just go over there and get yourself a normal Reese's that's fresh and delicious, because Reese's are good. Bye.